In a community shaken by tragedy, a Taylor Swift-themed dance class in Southport turned into a nightmare when a knife rampage claimed the lives of 3 young girls and left 8 others injured. As the town grapples with the aftermath, police have been granted additional time to interrogate the 17-year-old suspect arrested for this horrifying act. The investigation unfolds amidst a backdrop of community solidarity and violent protests, highlighting both the resilience and tensions within Southport. Detectives in Merseyside are working tirelessly to uncover the motive behind the shocking attack at a holiday club event, where the joy of dancing to Taylor Swift music was brutally interrupted by violence. The suspect, a 17-year-old boy whose identity remains protected due to his age, was detained on charges of murder and attempted murder after the tragic incident on Monday. The victims, Alice De Silva Adyar, 9, B.B. King, 6, and Elsie Stankham, 7, were among the innocent lives lost, while 8 other children and 2 adults sustained serious injuries, with several still in critical condition. In the wake of this tragedy, the Southport community has shown remarkable resilience. Despite the chaos, locals have banded together to clean up after a night of riots that marred a vigil held in memory of the victims. The vigil, initially a peaceful event filled with mourning and remembrance, devolved into violence as outsiders, reportedly supporters of the far-right English Defence League, EDL, descended upon the town. These rioters clashed with police, hurling bricks and stones, setting vehicles alight, and looting shops, including the store of local businessman Shanaka Balasurla. His fear for the safety of a woman and her daughter living above his shop encapsulates the terror felt by many during the unrest. Despite the destruction, the true spirit of Southport shone through. Residents, armed with brushes and shovels, responded to a social media plea by Norman Wallace, CEO of Southport Pleasureland, and took to the streets to help clean up. Wallace described the scenes of violence as like a war zone, but praised the local community's efforts to restore order and safety. This collective effort underscores the community's determination to stand united against chaos and support one another in times of crisis. As the investigation continues, police are committed to bringing the perpetrators of both the attack and the subsequent violence to justice. The 17-year-old suspect remains in custody, with officers granted up to 96 hours to hold him for questioning, a critical period to gather as much information as possible. The authorities have made it clear that the incident is not being treated as terrorism-related, yet the motive remains elusive. Meanwhile, calls for justice and accountability grow louder. Southport MP Patrick Hurley condemned the rioters' actions, emphasizing that their behavior dishonored the memory of the victims and disrespected the grieving families. Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer and Home Secretary Yvette Cooper also denounced the violent protests, vowing that those responsible would face the full force of the law. False rumors about the suspect's background and motives have further complicated the situation, with some falsely claiming he was an asylum seeker. This misinformation has fueled tensions and unrest, but officials stress the importance of relying on verified information during such critical times. As Southport heals from this unprecedented tragedy, the community's strength and unity serve as a beacon of hope amidst the darkness. The road to recovery will be long, but with continued solidarity and support, Southport will emerge stronger. The investigation into the attack and subsequent violence remains ongoing, with the community and the nation watching closely. In these trying times, the resilience of Southport's residents is a reminder that even in the face of horror, hope and humanity prevail. Stay tuned for updates as this story continues to develop.